welcome to this edition of News Leader. Today is Tuesday, January the 18th, 2022. I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, free rapid COVID-19 tests are now available. South Jackson's Betty White tribute is moved to Friday night, and Motlow's Mechatronics are embracing a more diverse student enrollment. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's News Leader.
I feel like we're safe at Parkview.
There's somebody on staff all the time. So if you need help, help is there.
We are surrounded with people that are looking after us and taking care of us.
The staff is wonderful and always available. We feel so safe and secure here.
I feel safe at Parkview all the time.
There's a lot of talk about the risks associated with the COVID-19 vaccine, but the reality is, it's safer than going for a run. Give it a shot. Find a free appointment today at covid19.tn.gov.
We teach Parkinson's patients how to move big and not let the Parkinson's slow them down. I've had patients I've treated in-house that could not even stand up, could not roll over in the bed, left the facility walking with a walker, have come back to us in outpatient and continued their big program and are now completely handling life. The success of the program is just phenomenal.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. Starting this past Saturday, many Americans can get home COVID-19 tests at no cost through their private insurance. They can obtain the tests from pharmacies, retailers, and online vendors. The program is part of the Biden administration's effort to increase access to testing around the United States. We'll also distribute free home tests, which will be available to order starting tomorrow, January 19th. Here's what you need to know about getting free home tests from retailers. Most Americans with private insurance can buy home tests online or in stores and have them paid for at the time of purchase or get reimbursed by submitting a claim to their insurer. So make sure you save your receipts. The test won't be subject to copays or deductibles. Insurance may set up a network of preferred stores, pharmacies, and online retailers where consumers can receive tests at no cost up front. People could still buy tests outside that network, but insurers would only have to pay to reimburse up to $12 for each one. Consumers should contact their insurers to find out if they provide direct coverage or if claims must be submitted. You will not need to visit a doctor to get the free tests, and insurers must pay for up to 8 tests per covered individual per month. So a family of 4 could get 32 tests each month, for instance. This is not retroactive, so only tests bought starting January 15th qualify. Finding home tests is proving challenging in many places, even as retailers limit the number that they can be purchased by one customer. If you want to order some of the free COVID-19 tests that the Biden administration has made available directly to Americans, you can go to a new website, covidtest.gov, to order the tests starting tomorrow, January 19th. Tests are expected to ship within 7 to 12 days of being ordered. Initially, there will be a limit of 4 tests per residential household. The White House will also set up a hotline for those who cannot order online but has not yet announced a launch date for it. Medicare only covers at no charge COVID-19 testing done in a lab when ordered by a medical professional. Those enrolled in Medicare Advantage plans should check with their insurers to see if the costs of the home test will be covered. Medicaid and the Children's Health Insurance Program, known as CHIP, already cover home tests with no cost sharing. But enrollees should contact their state agencies for specific coverage details. The uninsured can get free home tests from certain community health centers. You can also request tests through the federal program once it becomes available tomorrow. Also, the Department of Health and Human Services is providing up to 50 million free home tests to community health centers and Medicare-certified health clinics for distribution to patients and the community. As of this afternoon, rapid tests can be found at Walgreens, while Publix and CVS are sold out and don't know when they will get any more tests, and Tullahoma Drug has never carried them and does not intend to carry them. And we'll be right back with more News Leader after these messages.
MacArthur Manor Assisted Living is passionate about creating better experiences for our Manchester seniors. Our residents describe us in a few words.
Welcoming.
When you walk through the doors at MacArthur Manor, we'll treat you like family.
Caring.
Through high standards of personalized care, we help residents live life to its fullest.
Engaging.
With a wide range of life-enriching activities, there is something for everyone at MacArthur Manor. With our residents and staff now vaccinated, call us today to schedule your safe and personalized tour.
I was skeptical about getting the COVID-19 vaccine. There are a lot of opinions being shared. But I had the chance to talk with my doctor about my concerns. He told me the vaccines are backed by decades of research, and that the vaccines are proven safe and effective. Now I'm protected and ready to put this pandemic behind us. Join the millions of Tennesseans who have decided to give COVID-19 vaccines a shot. Visit covid19.tn.gov to find an appointment today.
We tend to lose our motivation when we have something that's chronic, but you've got to do what you can early on as you can. After I'd exercise like that, I would have a lot of energy to do housework or whatever I needed. Well, I would recommend it highly to anyone at any degree of Parkinson.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. Part of why Elizabeth Taylor was interested in writing a book about German-American detainees at Camp Forest was to learn the stories of the men held there. In this segment, we learn about two of those men.
The second person that I'm going to talk about is Paula Meyer, and he was a German national, well-read, spoke 4 languages, could read and write both languages, was in the German Army, German Air Force, and accomplished tennis player. His family had money in Germany. And in 1926, he met a young Bostonian woman. They fell in love and married and came back to the U.S. And he worked, and they were very wealthy because he received money from his trust account in Germany, was an accomplished architect, did other drawings. But by the time we got to 1939, his assets were frozen. And so gradually his source of funding dried up. And his wife didn't particularly like that because she enjoyed her lifestyle. And a lot of this information I actually got from his grandson, so I kind of feel confident in saying this because he certainly says it about his grandmother. When the funds started to dry up, she didn't like it, and so she got her colonel uncle to arrest him because Paul refused to sign the divorce papers. Paul was kept for the remainder of the war, and by the time he was released, documentation shows that he should have never been put into this situation. He should have never been arrested. And it was based on that false testimony that he was held indefinitely at Camp Forest, as well as a few other camps. He eventually went back to Italy, and that's kind of his story. Was it warranted? Did she use the system against him? Don't know. The last person is Alfred Schoen, and his work is this carving he did. And I have been able to get his alien interment record from the archives in Kansas City, and it really broke my heart to read the records. He was a successful dairy farmer in Germany, made milk, cheese, other dairy products. But he wanted to take his family to the U.S. So he sold his farm, came here, was finally able to find a job in New York, and worked in a dairy factory on the line, making, I think, ice cream is what his granddaughter said. And, you know, like all of us, he embraced and loved his culture, and so German Americans in certain communities would have get-togethers where they could speak their own language, talk about things that they thought were important. The neighbors didn't like that. And so based on interviews and testimony, he was arrested and taken out of his home in front of his child and his wife and detained. And they went through the hearing. And throughout the hearing transcripts, you see, he says, I don't understand why I'm here. And the prosecutor says, well, you've done nothing wrong. We just want to know more about you. Why am I here? You've done nothing wrong. Tell me about this. Even his wife took the stand and said, I don't know why I'm here. And so throughout that, I've yet to be able to see that there was a valid reason for him to be held, short of having parties and get-togethers in his private home, in his apartment, and enjoying the company of other German Americans. But he was arrested and went to several camps and was eventually released. He was held about 18 months. And what his grandfather or his granddaughter said is he was kind of embittered after that. He never sought U.S. citizenship, but he did become a successful dairy farmer, and their family still owns the dairy farm from there. And so he never really talked about his experiences from that period. And so she came a couple of years ago to Tullahoma from Arkansas to kind of what happened, where was he, what happened while he was here, to learn more about it. And so that's how I've gotten to learn a little bit more about Alfred. He had to check in weekly with a sponsor. That was one of the conditions of his release, and monthly with his parole officer. For an individual that did nothing wrong, he had to check in with multiple people, had to request to leave the state while he was looking for a dairy farm, a way to support his family.
Men vastly outnumber women majoring in most STEM fields in college. Gender gaps are exceptionally and needlessly high in some of the fastest growing and highest paying jobs like mechatronics, robotics, cyber defense, math, and health sciences. According to the National Girls Collaborative Project statistics, women represent only 28% of the workforce in science, technology, engineering, and math. As part of its student success and workforce development mission, Montlow State Community College actively works to recruit females and minorities into high-wage, high-demand career fields like mechatronics. Victoria Rowell, a 2017 graduate of Montlow's mechatronics program, said, quote, I chose to get a degree in mechatronics because I was looking for a new opportunity to make money. Many things these days are automated, and I wanted to know how to fix them, end quote. Roel is one of the small but growing percentage of women entering engineering career fields. Mechatronics engineering is a multidisciplinary field that includes mechanical, electrical, systems design, and controls engineering. Mechatronics technicians design computer-controlled electromechanical systems, such as the robotic systems used in factories. It is a highly diverse field that allows technicians to have a strong foundation in many disciplines. When Melissa Paz, mechatronics instructor at Montlow, was in college, her engineering program had only 2 women and 198 men. She graduated from Tennessee Technological University in 1988 with a degree in industrial technology from the College of Engineering. Paz now trains students in mechatronics and robotic skills for them to have a rewarding, high-wage career. She strongly encourages women to join the ranks of upward mobility found in mechatronics and engineering. According to the Washington Post, the percentage of women majoring in engineering has grown from 9% in 1979 to 21% today. Research has shown that career choice often begins in the middle school years and is influenced by parents, teachers, peers, and the media. Institutions like Montlow can positively change the perception of the technology professions with an international effort to influence parents, teachers, students, and children in their communities. Bethany Millison, a current mechatronics student at Montlow, said, quote, it is important to have diversity in the mechatronics field. There is nothing physically stopping women from being able to do this job. So it is crucial to let that be known to make the field more attractive to females. If you are smart and competent, you are suited for mechatronics, end quote. Motlow empowers women to achieve their highest potential in education and the workplace. Everyone has the same opportunities. We all benefit from increased diversity, greater creativity and innovation, from a larger talent pool, more financial stability for families, and a more robust economy at all levels. Students come to mechatronics for a variety of reasons. Female students tend to encourage others to explore what the field has to offer. Mechatronics is an all-encompassing term for a combination of engineering disciplines that create a well-rounded engineering technician. The term became globally utilized in the 90s with integrated coursework and certification. At Motlow, with just 6 classes, a student can get a mechatronics certification known as Level 1 certification. Level 2 is an Associate of Applied Science in Mechatronics or Associate of Applied Science in Mechatronics with a robotics concentration. Certificate completers can start work immediately or continue their education at Tennessee State University, Middle Tennessee State University, or the University of Tennessee in Chattanooga for a bachelor's degree. Motlow's mechatronics students typically enter the workforce to work as maintenance or engineering technicians. Learners should explore mechatronics degrees if they aspire to career opportunities where they can work with their hands, enjoy a lot of variety in their work days, like to see visible results of their work, and want jobs with great pay and good benefits. Opportunities for women in STEM fields continues to expand. Motlow stands on the edge of that expansion through its mechatronics, robotics, automation, and engineering programs. Find out more how you can kickstart your mechatronics career by visiting motlow.com/mechatronics. And after these messages, we'll be right back.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
One thing about Park View, we could bring our animal out there with us.
It would have been a deal breaker if we had not been able to take Gracie.
Yeah, we would not have gone.
If you want to do something, there's something to do most of the day. You shouldn't get bored.
I really enjoy my life here at Parkview. I really choose what I want to do. We have a wonderful library with hundreds of books that I love. It is a wonderful place.
I had a knee replacement, so they've got me in life care, which I'm very, very thankful for. I couldn't garden, I couldn't do my flower beds, I can't chase my little dogs. I have been in several therapy sessions for knees and back, and that's the best therapist I believe I've ever been to. It's tremendous because I'm able to walk again, but if it wasn't for the care, I wouldn't be where I am.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. Due to the conditions of roads, parking lots, and sidewalks in the evening hours, South Jackson Civic Center decided for the safety of all of its patrons to postpone the Betty White tribute and celebration from Monday night to Friday night. News leaders John Gray spoke with South Jackson's Greg Gressel about what's planned for the evening.
We are doing a Betty White tribute and celebration.
I absolutely love that.
At South Jackson. There's going to be celebrations happening all over the country, and we're going to do our part. Betty was all about the arts and animals.
Yes.
And so, so keeping with that, the admission will be $10. A portion of that will go to the Coffee County Humane Society.
Wonderful.
And that's going to go to support them and the work they do, and something that Betty would have loved to have been a part of.
She would have absolutely loved that.
And then also we're collecting Purina One dry dog food and stuffed animals. There'll be a collection table. All of that is going to the Tullahoma Animal Shelter.
Great.
And I'm just trying to help them out. That's some things that they are really in need of right now.
Purina dry food, big bags, and
and stuffed animals.
Stuffed animals for the animals?
For the animals.
I love that. That is so sweet.
So, and then, it's going to be a great evening. We have a documentary that we'll be showing, and then we will show The Proposal.
Was that her last?
It was her last big blockbuster movie hit. So that's with Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds, and so we'll be showing that night.
And all that's for $10?
All that's for $10. There'll be the concession stand will be open with some of her favorite hot dogs and some things like that.
Popcorn, I guess.
Popcorn, everything, and then there will be a couple of specialty cocktails, Betty White cocktails.
Betty White liked her cocktail.
Yes.
Does that start at 6?
6:30.
6:30. Okay.
6:30.
So I know it's a little different than what we usually do.
A little different than normal, but 6:30.
6:30. That's a good time.
Yep.
And we have plenty of concessions. So if you don't have time for supper, well, you can just
come have a hot dog.
Come and have a hot dog. That's a great idea.
So looking forward to that time together.
Yeah. The place to go, South Jackson Civic Center at
Spend
Christmas.
some of your Christmas with us at South Jackson.
Exactly. I like it. I like it. 6:30. Betty White. Huge event.
Yes.
Come prepared to laugh, cry a little maybe, I don't know. Because I cried a little when Betty died.
Yep.
And then other things that are going on. Keep up with us. Call us. Write us.
Look
whatever.
forward to seeing you.
Greg, thanks for coming.
Thank
Greg
you.
Gressel, folks.
And stay with us. We'll have more News Leader after these messages.
MacArthur Manor Assisted Living is passionate about creating better experiences for our Manchester seniors. Our residents describe us in a few words.
Welcoming.
When you walk through the doors at MacArthur Manor, we'll treat you like family.
Caring.
Through high standards of personalized care, we help residents live life to its fullest.
Engaging.
With a wide range of life-enriching activities, there is something for everyone at MacArthur Manor. With our residents and staff now vaccinated, call us today to schedule your safe and personalized tour.
This pandemic has hit us hard, but Tennesseans don't stay down for long. We're known for our resilience, and we refuse to back down from a challenge. This challenge is no different. You might be out of work, but there's an opportunity waiting for you. We need you to roll up your sleeves and join our workforce. Right now, thousands of jobs are ready to be filled. Find them at jobsfortn.gov. Let's get to work, Tennessee.
The individuals with dementia, those with Parkinson's, those that have maybe mobility issues, need caregivers. Well, those caregivers are 24 hours a day at home, and they never get a rest. And if they have to go to work, they're kind of out of luck. So that's why Trinity came into existence 25 years ago, to allow the caregivers to have a safe center where they could put their loved ones, know they would be well cared for, stimulated, fed good nutritious meals, have activities to their level, and then the caregiver can stop by and pick them up and go on home and have some continuity into their life.
Welcome back. As tax season approaches, we bring you this video from the IRS addressing how to watch out for tax-related identity theft schemes.
Hello, I'm Chuck Reddick, Commissioner of the Internal Revenue Service. Your safety and security are top priorities here at the IRS and with our Security Summit partners. Identity thieves and fraudsters are working overtime trying to use COVID-19 to scam you. The IRS and our partners are giving you some new tools. One is called the Identity Protection PIN. It's a secret PIN known only to you and the IRS. It's voluntary. See if it's right for you at irs.gov/IP PIN. All online tax providers also are offering multi-factor authentication for almost all customers, taxpayers, and tax professionals. Multi-factor authentication protects your online accounts from cyber thieves. This is a very important safety feature. Please give it a try. Let's make it harder for the criminals. Keep your computers and mobile phones secure. Use antivirus software. Use strong passwords. Look out for email scams, especially tax or COVID related. Password protect your home Wi-Fi. Stay safe shopping online. Look for HTTPS in the web address. Stay safe, stay secure. Taxes, security, together. See irs.gov for details. Thank you.
And don't forget to tune in to this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. This week we'll hear about the Grace Baptist Wild Game Dinner, how to be healthier in the new year, and there's a Johnny Cash tribute act coming to South Jackson this weekend. All that and more on this week's Living. And stay with us, we'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
I got a tour and I saw all the things and I was so excited about them. Then she took me to the movie theater and it had red chairs. So this is a done deal and I like it.
We have so many activities here that you just can't keep up with them all. We have exercise, we have coloring, we have crafts.
It's charming, it's attractive, it's very comfortable. It was one of the best decisions of my life.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's got to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor, too, when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
My husband was diagnosed with a spinal infection. He lost his ability to swallow and the movement of his legs.
I couldn't turn over in bed, I couldn't walk, I couldn't eat.
They were just wonderful in the treatment and care they gave my husband.
I regained my mobility where I was able to go home.
It is miraculous.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this date. Our record high was in 1907 at 75 degrees. The record low was in 1994 at -1 degree. The average high for this day is 48 and the average low is 29. Mostly cloudy for tonight with a low of 38. Showers expected for Wednesday with a high of 53 and a low of 26, and a mix of rain and snow for Thursday, a high of 32 and a low of 21. And that's our News Leader Report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday evenings at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. for News Leader on 6. Stay safe. Have a great evening.